Los Angeles, California. Good morning, America.
Well, good morning, Dean.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. The Princeton class of
88.
And Superman. That's redundant.
Your
anyway.
Princeton class of
65.
And
oh, you're
happy birthday.
Hello, take a rest.
Anyway, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. I made it to 29. I'm happy.
I heard that classic.
Well, it is great to have Dean with us here this morning. He'll be back with us shortly to tell us all about his ABC special on the leisure styles of the young and famous. Also this half hour, as one headline put it, in real life, this best-selling writer is a perfectly ordinary millionaire housewife and mother of 9. Danielle Steele talks with us about her new book. And in our continuing look at odd jobs, we'll introduce you to the alligator man. First, of course, we'll get caught up on all the latest news. You've seen actor Dean Cain as Clark Kent, who as Superman can leap tall buildings in a single bound. But can he produce, direct, write, and star in his own primetime special? Off Camera with Dean Cain, airing tonight on ABC, finds our hero visiting with celebrities to see what they can do when the cameras are not rolling. And as you can see, the man known for his blue tights and red cape still gets a super workout even when he's not in Metropolis. Dean Cain is here with us now. How are you?
I'm well.
Whenever anybody asked you about acting, you've always said, no, what I really want to do is write, produce, direct. Did you ever imagine you'd be doing it all for the same special?
Well, it's, you know, when you're just an actor, there's nothing else you can do but act. You have no power. You're in everyone else's hands, and things can change, and companies can change, and people can merge, and you have no control over anything. So it's always been something that I've wanted to do. My father's a director. He told me, don't be an actor. Don't do that for several reasons. One, because you have no power, and two, because your private life becomes public. So I decided, okay, I'm going to try and do everything. I'll have like 15, pots on the stove.
Was it an enormous challenge?
It was very difficult in a lot of respects I didn't anticipate. It was difficult because there's a lot of people, sort of cooks in the kitchen, to stay with my kitchen metaphor. There's a lot of people telling you what you should do and how it should be done and what guests you should have on and things like that. I had never dealt with that. I'd sort of dealt with just the creative aspects of creating a show.
So you have to weed through all this, information and then make your own decision.
Exactly. Well, the thing that happened, I learned this when I started writing for Lois and Clark, is that I felt like the things that work. So I sort of stay with your gut, stay with your intuition, and hopefully that will prove to be right, and it has so far, I think.
And in the special, you hang out with celebrities and you sort of check out what they do when they're not working. It must have been really fun. You got not dunked on, but dunked by NBA superstar Chris Webber.
Yes, and he can dunk on me, too, if he'd like to. No problem. Yeah, it's fun to see these people in an environment. We sit here now and we talk. There's cameras, there's lights, there's people, there's a lot of things going on, and you tend to have, more pat answers. You tend to be more nervous with the cameras and things, as opposed to just sort of living life and talking on a more conversational level, which is what the special seeks to do. It doesn't seek to make people give out their deepest, darkest secrets. I want them to sort of drop the facade and be normal,
You wanted another
people.
perspective.
Exactly.
You were also, in another way, sort of personally involved when you got spiked on, is that the correct term in volleyball? By your girlfriend, volleyball player, Nike spokeswoman, television correspondent, et cetera, Gabrielle Reese.
Yeah, she has a lot of titles, doesn't she? Yeah, I practice with the team quite a bit, so I actually play that sport.
You practice with her, don't you? Help her train and things like that?
Well, I practice against her team. They practice against men, and so we get out there and go at it as best we could, as best I could, anyway.
So now, if your parents really didn't want you to act, are they thrilled about this?
Well, yes and no. Again, I'm out there in front of the camera, so it's real questionable to my father. My mother loves it. Mom, hi, Mom. I said I'd say it. Hi, Mom.
Great.
My mother loves it. She loves me in front of the camera and doing things. But my father would prefer me behind the camera, creating.
You've done quite well. Before I let you go, I have to ask you the question that America really wants answered.
Oh, no.
What's coming up on Lois and Clark this season? Will there be an answer?
Well, yes, there will be an answer. I guess we ended the season with Clark on his knee proposing. We'll begin it the same way, and I can say this much. We get into brand new territory here. We get into stuff that we've never done before, never seen before. And by far, I think this will be our best season ever. So I'm excited.
Well, congratulations, and we'll be watching.
Thanks.
Off Camera with Dean Cain airs tonight at 8 o'clock, 7 Central on ABC. And up next...